What's up, guys? So, let me just get right into this. When you're first moving into a place for your first time, hopefully you're around my age, when you're first moving into a place and you're going to be on your own for the first time, those around you, well, your peers anyway, they tell you that you're really going to like it and that everything is going to be great. You're going to like being on your own. It's going to be... Sorry, I just got an email. I'm sorry if you heard that. They tell you that it's going to be great. They tell you it's going to be fantastic, and it's just going to be awesome to be on your own without anybody telling you what to do, or without anybody needing you, or anything like that. And, you know, I thought the same thing. I thought, yeah, that's obviously true. And let me tell you, when you actually do make the transition, it's exactly like that. It's fucking it's fucking awesome. It's great. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend getting your own place, because this shit is thoroughly good, to quote CK. But I think over the last month or two, I've witnessed the realness of adulthood more so than at any time in my life. Just the ratio of time to adult realness witnessing has been the most noticeable, I guess would be the right word, over the last month or so, because I had to do this kind of alone. You heard me kind of mention it in the video I did. Well, in the video I did where I was showing you guys around my new place. I did do a lot of it alone. I did most of it alone, and there's a lot of things they teach you in school, but I've noticed that they don't teach you the in-betweens. They teach you the things you need to know at that time, and they teach you the things you need to know way down the line. And they teach you what you need to know academically to get to the schools that are going to teach you how to do everything else. But they don't teach you how to do shit that you don't really think about, like how to actually get a fucking house or get a place to live. They don't actually tell you that kind of stuff. So you just got to kind of wing it, or just use Google. But even then, they don't tell you to just use Google. I feel like if I was a teacher, I would tell my kids to just use Google. I don't see how teachers still exist with the internet existing and with how easy it is to get on the internet, at least in this country. I don't see how, especially like math teachers. I don't see why math teachers exist past middle school. Because at that point, it's just why when you're doing that amount of mathematical work would you not have a calculator at hand? Who would sit there and decide to do that amount of mathematical work and not think to get a calculator? I don't think you're smart enough to be at that level of math and at the same time be stupid enough to forget to get a calculator whenever you need to do that level of math, is what I'm saying. So, anyway, where were we? Yeah, they don't teach you how to do things. They don't teach you how to do, just simple shit. And, I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that, but they don't really teach you those things. But I think, I don't know. I feel like I still don't feel like an adult. I still say, I can't say I still say it, but I've started using it as an argument sometimes. Like, I'm a fucking adult. What you gonna do? I'm an adult. It's finna go down. What you want? I'm an adult. But I don't feel like an adult. I don't feel like an adult at all. I feel like somebody who's being forced to play the role of an adult. But as a person who's doing that, I've noticed that I see a lot of other adults in my position that are playing the role of adult but aren't really adults. I believe, it's reasonable to believe that these people should have become actual adults at some point, because these people are like 30 and 40. I think it's acceptable for me to not feel like an adult because I just turned 18. But I have a fear that I'm going to be the same way years from now, because because my whole life I've felt like a not adult. So I don't know what it's like to feel not this. I imagine I'll know what it's like to feel like I'm an adult, and like I'm saying, my fear is that I'll never get there. I'll always feel like less than. I don't know. Probably just cut myself. And just probably cut the word adult into my arm real good, and post pictures of it on Facebook. And put really stupid captions like, "This is for you." And not fucking designate who the you... I hate that shit. I hate that shit in music, and I hate... You hear that shit on the radio, because that's like... The word you is the most general thing, because that can apply to over 6 billion people. Over 6 billion lives that aren't... That applies to everybody that isn't the person doing it. Even then, it could work, because they could be, like, schizophrenic and talking to themselves. Just like when people... I hate you, and I hate your friend. Or like my friend. I hate all your friends, and I hate all my friends, is what I'm saying. No, I hate it. You'll see it on Reddit a lot, I've noticed, but you'll see it a lot in places. People will just say, "Yeah, my friend did it. Look at what my friend did. Yeah, my friend..." Like, it seems like it's such an obvious... Most of the times, it's a lie. And I feel like it's such an obvious lie that why do we let it just pass? Because you'll never hear me say, "Yeah, me and my friend." I always give a name because I feel like the legitimacy is necessary. But... And then there's the you thing, which you hear it in all types of music on the radio that has any types of lyrics. They'll just say you, and they're not saying who the person is. It's okay sometimes, but like when you have like a love song and you're really trying to like give a message, when you just say you, even the person who you are meaning for it to be to, they don't know. Okay? Understand that, Tim McGraw. They don't know. They don't know. Understand that. Fucking Soulja Boy and Justin Bieber. They don't know who you're talking to. I don't know if it's me sometimes. You say, "I need you." And I'm like, "Me?" Because that's... I'm being stupid. See, this is me being a not adult. I should grow up. I feel like JD or Turk. I gotta grow up. Gotta grow up. But I don't... Not right now. Because I don't feel like growing up now. So, not now. I feel like there was another thing where I said the you thing was used a lot, and I forgot what it was. It was music and... Shit, I can't remember. And I hate it when I go back and watch my videos and I see... like, why did I'll see when I obviously didn't continue on that train of thought, and I just fucking left it in the dust. I said, fuck it. But I'd rather have it be that way than have me just do scripted things where 1 minute I'm here, and like, there's no breath, and all of a sudden I'm over here finishing the sentence, and it's just fucking all over the place. And I was talking to my sister earlier, and there's a new podcast that I've been listening to that somebody in my guild recommended to me called This American Life, and I don't know how I haven't heard about it because it's a great thing, and I'll probably do a separate video just to advertise this. But This American Life is hosted by a dude named Ira Glass, and he's a fucking fag. No, he's cool. He is a fag though, and God hates those people. God hates fags. So, you know, as a matter of fact, just don't even watch the show. Don't even listen to the show because he's a fag. No, that's fucked up. I'm going to hell for that one. I'm going with my sister and JoJo and Ashton and all those people for painting my room green. No, This American Life is great. They do a show every week, and they've been doing it since 1995. And every show, their thing is like they bring you stories that you wouldn't have heard otherwise. And that's true, and almost every fucking show is awesome, because you'll listen to a show and you'll be like, dude, I need to bookmark this because there's no way that the next one is this is the best one they have. But you'll listen to a new one and you'll be like, oh shit, this is a good one too. Like, it's great. And I don't know, definitely check it out. But I was trying to suggest it to my sister, and she tried to listen to it. And about a week later, I mentioned it to her, and she said she couldn't listen to it. And I said, why? And she said, it's just too low tempo. Basically, well, that's not a quote, but that was what she was saying. It was too low tempo and it was too relaxed. And I thought I knew what she was getting at, and I was right. So in order to get there, instead of just accusing her of it, I sort of dug into her brain a little bit. And what we ended up landing on was her admitting that she can't watch, like, as an American citizen who's a female teenager, 14, 13, whatever her age is these days. I still think I remember she was like 11 years old, and I was still calling her 7. It took a long time before I stopped thinking she was 7 years old. I don't know. I should probably follow her Twitter or something like that. But she was talking to me, and she was saying that she couldn't listen to the show because it wasn't hyper enough. There weren't enough colors and enough. There was too much realness. It was too much like talking to a person, and because of the bullshit because of the media that exists in our country and just the shit she's had shoved down her throat, she can't listen to a show that's as calm as you'll notice that This American Life is, if you know what it is or if you check it out. But I think it's kind of fucked up, and I think a lot of people are like that. And I notice a lot of people love Ray William Johnson. A lot of people love those people. And like Shane Dawson and stuff, and what it is it gives them that like, I can't sit still, I can't take it, I gotta have that constant fucking intake of just shit, and I don't want to wait for them to breathe before they get to their next word, and I don't want the avatar to be an actual fucking face like this one is. I want it to be a big yellow background with like a fucking just stupid. But I think I'm gaining tolerance for those people because I'm starting to realize it's not their fault. It's the fault of even just regular advertising you can't avoid. It's in your mailbox. It's on your TV screens. It's on your computer unless you have ad block. It's fucking, it's on your billboards. It's before your movie plays at the theaters. It's on your fucking menus. It's on your receipts. You can't escape advertising. And all advertising is basically like that. I think advertising started in a good place. Advertising, I think, at one point was just Coca-Cola. We put cola in a can, and here it is for you. No, I don't think Coke did that, but you get my point. They just advertised the fucking product. And now, it's like, then one person after that was like, oh, people take to our product more when we make the advertisement a little bit more hyper, and then eventually you end up with like the fucking Kool-Aid Man, and who's just crashing through shit and just loud and obnoxious. And I feel like I would buy a product I'd buy a product if they were advertising anything. If the advertisement was just a calm dude saying what the fuck it was, I would buy it just to support the product, and I'd stop buying the product as soon as those commercials stopped happening. But you'll never see that because everything's just way hyper and stuff. I gotta go in a minute and a half now, so I gotta wrap this up because YouTube doesn't want to allow me to upload more than 15 minutes worth of video, and I don't want to have to render shit in Sony Vegas and all that. So I'll end that here. It was a good talk. Some brain droppings, as Carlin would say, I think. Got a new little cute stand for my microphone. Isn't that goddamn cute? It's goddamn cute. All right, I don't have to wait out the clock till it gets to 15 minutes because that'll just be awkward for both of us. So, all right, whoever it is watching this, have a good night, and or afternoon or morning, whatever this is. And I hope I'm not too quiet for me to hear right now because I don't know how to distance this microphone yet. I know I like it more than the microphone stand that I was using. Oh, look at that. We already ran out the clock. Look at that. A little bit of serendipity. Alright. So, to the person who's watching this, have a good day. or night or whatever it is. So, bye.